hello everyone. My name is Nur Iza Atira binti Rosni.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nazira binti Hamzah.
Hi, I am Siti Hawa.
Hello, I'm Alia.
Hi guys, it's me, Takifa.
Hi, it's Kiwashiniya.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. After so long we are not on air, so today we are back with our new topic, which is fermented milk. Before we start, let I introduce myself. My name is Nur Iza Atira binti Rosni. So do you all know what is fermented milk? So basically, fermented milk products are made when milk ferments with lactobacilli or bifidobacteria. Fermentation refers to the bacteria partially digesting the milk. This makes the milk product easier to digest, especially for those who are lactose intolerant and also allergic to milk. Fermented milk is also quite popular in Japan. Other than that, fermented milk also become popular in Western, also Central Europe. There are five advantages of fermented milk. First is improved digestibility. Second, new and distinctive flavors. Third is added probiotics. Fourth is vitamins and minerals. And lastly, number 5 is preservation's good for a food with a short shelf life. So, fermented milk have found on 10,000 before century. So next we move to our next part, which is example for fermented milk product. So basically, fermented milk product have many examples, but I choose 3 examples to share with you guys. For the first one is yogurt, second one is cheese, and the third one is sour cream. So that's all for my parts. Thank you for listening to the introduction of fermented milk. So if you want to hear more about fermented milk, you guys can stay with our show to hear the next part of our fermented milk. So before I pass to the next guest, the product that we choose for fermented milk is Yakult.
Yakult is a metric milk cream contain live culture of lactic bacteria, which called as Lactobacillus casei strain Shirato, which can survive in our human intestine. It is found by Dr. Minoru Shirato, founder of Yakult. So Yakult is an isolated bacteria which plays a beneficial role in human intestine. It has 8 billions of live Lactobacillus strain Shirato that can survive in our intestine. It helps to maintain intestinal health and prevent disorder. 1 milliliter of Yakult contains about 100 millions of Lactobacillus casei strain Shirato. As we know, this live bacteria also called as probiotic. Probiotic is a bacteria that is safe for humans' constitution, and it's able to live in multiply in our intestines. It also be able to survive the gastric and bile acid to reach the intestine alive. Probiotics is a scientific proven to have a beneficial effect to our health. It also improves our bowel movement and helps eliminate harmful substances in our body. It also be able as gastric survival. So there are a lot of benefits from probiotics, and we are aware of that. So this Yakult drink is actually fully of bacteria that helps to improve our body. We have 2 types of Yakult drink. The first one will be the red, and the next one will be the blue. This both Yakult has the same taste, which is sweet and sour. It is 80 milliliter and its flavor is natural. But in red, which is original, we call it original, it has the ingredient, it has water, sugar, skim milk powder, glucose, and live lactobacillus casseis shirotome. Meanwhile, in blue color, there are add-on of fructose, polylactose, and sucrose. But this food has the same beneficial of drinking.
Hi, so this is my part, which is I will explain about how probiotic or fermented milk produce. So we have about several steps, or I'm sorry, it was several steps to produce fermented milk. So for the step 1, the raw material is dissolved. Before dissolve the materials, we remove the trace minerals. The water is filtered using reverse osmosis. After filtering, it will be sterilized using ultraviolet light. It's then held in a big holding tank before we use in a production process. So to make the milk solution, we need several ingredients, which is first skim milk powder, second sugar, and lastly dextrose. All ingredients will be mixed with water. So move to the next step, which is step 2, which is sterilization. After that, after we mix all the ingredients with water, the milk solution has been produced. It will be sterilized at a high temperature of 100 Celsius for a short time only. This is to destroy any bacteria that may be present in the milk solution. So move to step 3, which is fermentation. After done with the sterilized process, the milk solution will be delivered to a fermentation tank via a closed system of pipes and valves, wherein the temperature is reduced to a suitable level. A starting culture, as example, Yakult will inoculate Lactobacillus casseis into the milk solution. During this process, the bacteria will multiply. Okay, for the third last steps, which is step 4, homogenization process. After fermentation, the milk solution will undergo a homogenization process. The fermented milk will be placed at high temperature when passing through a structure with small holes to produce an easy consistency. So step 5, the second last steps, which is blending, mixing, and storage. The milk solution that has been fermented and blended with unique flavor will transfer to a big storage tank that contains sugar syrup that has been cooled. And the last step, which is step 6, it is a dilution process. The concentrated milk solution will be diluted with filtered water and sterilize it before the bottling and packing process. So these are the steps and how to produce fermented milk. I hope that all these steps can get you to know the process of fermented milk, the process how to make the fermented milk. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hello guys. I am Alia and I want to share with you guys the application of fermented milk. Traditionally, fermented milk products have been consumed as beverage, as main components, or as ingredients in cookery. As social patterns have changed, however, meat eaters have become snackers and grazers. Furthermore, food technologies and food innovators have created a multitude of new products for the shelf of modern supermarkets. Most of the developments have been in the dessert and confectionery category. Milk proteins possess numerous biological activities that make these components effective in improving human health and nutrition. Fermented milk drinks can be considered as a food medicine. Fermented milk or beverage with co-cultures of lactic acid bacteria and yeast are widely produced in many countries. One of the major sources for the biological activities is bioactive peptides produced during fermentation. It has been reported that the use of lactic acid bacteria as functional food components is of high interest because they are natural residents of the human gastrointestinal tract. Furthermore, other mechanisms could explain the high interest in the use of probiotics as a potential preventive food against colorectal cancer, which is the third most common and dangerous cancer in both men and women after breast, prostate, and lung cancer.
Some of people drink or eat fermented milk like yogurt every day, but doesn't know what is the benefits of it. Let me share some of the benefits that you will get when consume fermented milk. So first, one of the benefits are it can improve our digestive system. For those people who have digestive problems like esophageal reflux disease, with each GERD need to consume fermented milks because have a good bacteria that called as lactobacillus that keep digestive system clean and healthy by breaking down food, ensuring regular bowel movement, and reducing the chance of the constipation. Other than that, fermented milk also can reduce anxiety and stress. Wow, very interesting info that we get. The studies have shown that probiotics not only help improve digestion, but also reduce anxiety, stress, and depression. The presence of lactic acid bacteria can help to elevate mood and boost energy levels. And the last one is, it can also reduce chance of cancer by remove harmful toxins from the body that can cause cancer in different organs. In addition, it also helps to boost immunity that can help fight cancer cells in our body before they become malignant tumors.
How should we consume Yakult?
Actually, everyone at the age of 1 can have it, whether it's children, adults, pregnant women, and elderly. Because Yakult is just like other food, you can have it at any time of the day. But drinking it every day is what important, so make sure it's a good time for you. There are no side effects, it's absolutely safe, but if you want to make it as a part of your daily diet, then 1 or 2 bottles are good to go. This probiotic drink may bring a lot of benefits, but there is surely that ideal time to consume it and obtain all the advantages it can bring. Based on the official website of Yakult, you can drink it at any time of the day, but the best time to drink Yakult is during or after meal. A bottle may contain billions of probiotics, but having them an empty stomach reduces the chance that will make it to the intestine alive. When you drink it during or after a meal, the digestive acid in the stomach is lower than its level when you have not eaten yet. The main benefits from Yakult is from the probiotics it contains, thus securing that it can reach our stomach alive can really do a lot for the body.
Can babies drink Yakult?
Yes, babies also can drink Yakult as soon as they start weaning. At first, mix equal parts of body temperature and Yakult and start with a tiny portion using a spoon, while keeping an eye on the baby's condition and the condition of the digestion. Remember, Yakult is not a replacement for either breast milk or any baby formula, so be sure that any intake of Yakult does not replace either of these. Some people wonder if Yakult should be avoided if a person has diarrhea. It is actually another ideal time for a person to consume Yakult, as it helps us to balance the bad and good bacteria in our stomach.
Can I mix Yakult with any juice?
Yes, you can mix Yakult with juice, only you have to make sure that the juice does not become warm and it remains cool. So make sure to drink Yakult at the time of day that best for you.
Yakult, Yakult.
So we have reached the end of our show. Thank you for spending your time and for listening our sharing. Hope to see you guys in another episode. Thank you again and take care everyone. Bye bye.